Oh my god. That was very weird. Okay, so this video is very kindly sponsored by DistroKid. I'll be talking about them more later in the video. Hello, welcome to this video. My name's Dan, aka Lucen. I'm a singer-songwriter, and today I'm going to be reacting to Paradise, the Lana Del Rey EP. It's 9 songs, so it's almost like an album. Yes, cool. Let's go. So, Lana Del Rey journey. I did Kentra's Over the Country Club, loved it, and now I'm going back through the discography in order. So if you haven't checked it out, I did the Born to Die reaction, and then Tuesday just gone, I did the deluxe songs as a separate video because I forgot to do them in the first video, yay! And now today I'm going to be doing Paradise. So we've got 9 songs. I think it's 9 songs. If there's any more, then whatever, I don't care, I'm doing these 9 songs. Because there was like Paradise, the EP. There was Born to Die, Paradise Edition. And there was Born to Die, Paradise Special Edition. And I think that the difference is that there's 1 extra song on this Special Edition. So I'm going to do that one. Okay, so this month I've been sponsored by the lovely people over at DistroKid for the entire month. They've been a really, really great supporter of my channel. So I thought I'd take the opportunity for this last video of the month to talk about my own personal experience with DistroKid. So if you are planning to release music, kind of share why I think they are the best place to go. Yes, this is a sponsored video, but like I'd been using them for a long time before they actually then reached out to me. But there are 3 different like levels to DistroKid. They go up in price, but you get more and more like really good kind of benefits. But it means if you're a beginner, then you can start off on something that's actually really affordable, but still be able to get your music out there, which is obviously the most important thing. So I started off on the musician plan and I released a couple of singles, but I upgraded to the musician plus plan before I released my album. So it gives you more control over a few different things, including your release date, your pre-order date. If you want to submit your songs to Spotify for playlisting, you have to do it a month in advance. Basically, upgrading to the musician plus plan allows you to do that. So I released my whole album through DistroKid and I had a really good experience with that, and actually like it meant that I could get my music out to so many more places, and it kind of had so much more of a reach because of that. So yeah, so I really like DistroKid, and if you want to sign up for DistroKid too and distribute your music to all major streaming services, then I have a VIP link, which is also in the description. So if you click on that, you'll get your 7% off your first year's subscription. Cool, okay, so let's get going with the Paradise Edition. The story of Born to Die and the Born to Die Deluxe really seems to kind of like neatly tie up her kind of finding herself and her kind of romantic relationships being in a much more positive place by the end of the deluxe songs. So I'm interested to see where the story's going to go and why it's attached to Born This Way. Ha! There it is. To Born to Die in the way it is. You know, is it going to be a separate storyline or is it going to continue? I'm really interested to find out. So let's go. So this is song number 1. This is Ride. Ooh. Maybe the Paradise is Paradise with a new guy. It's my first thought. I like this as an opener. She's been travelling, she's been riding. I like the drums. It's kind of a bit Phil Collins, the drums. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's synonym for her life, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, yes. Oh, really feels like she's travelling in this song. Got a war in my mind. So she's just gonna ride and forget all about it, yeah. Haunting, isn't it? Huh, making life art, yeah. Maybe she's worried about this new guy that she's found and worried that he's gonna screw her over again like the last one. Yeah, she's scared that he's gonna leave her. Ugh. Oh, I love that. I love those lyrics. So she's obviously feeling really insecure about this relationship. She's worried that he's gonna leave her again. She's got that war in her mind and she's gonna try her best not to get herself into trouble because of it, like before. Ooh. I love that, hearing the birds on the summer breeze. It reminds me of Summertime Sadness, and maybe it reminds her of her friend. It's kind of melancholy in that sense, isn't it? That reminder. Certainly doesn't sound like she's found paradise yet. The pursuit of paradise, maybe. Yeah, I like that. There's a lot of detail in that song that you could really read into. I'm looking forward to listening to it and really kind of digging around with the lyrics. Her lyrics are beautiful, but also so detailed too in terms of the storytelling. There was a lot about that I liked. I liked the drums, I liked the pacing of it. I liked how the chorus was much more kind of upbeat, but still had her kind of long legato, kind of haunting vocals over the top. So it seems as if like the story does kind of continue with this new guy. I think it's the trauma of the previous relationship, the toxic relationship of Born to Die. I think that it's the trauma of that which is giving her this insecurity and giving her this kind of feeling like the fight or flight. At the moment, she's in flight mode and she's riding, you know, she doesn't know what to do, so she just rides. She's trying her best not to get herself into that place, not to get into trouble again. And maybe if she keeps driving, maybe if she keeps going, she'll outrun the demons. That I stole that from Frank Ocean. Yeah, fascinating. Yeah, cool. Let me know what your interpretations are, as always. Obviously, like this is like my first listen, so I love to hear what she said about it and all the context and all the detail that I missed. So yeah, please leave a comment. I've replied to pretty much every single comment that I get, just because I love the discussion of it. Just ride. Okay, let's go on to song number 2. This is American. Oh.
Playhouse, my favorite record on.
Pretend that it's alright.
Crystal method.
Oh my god.
King, don't you think I was like,
it's like the American dream, isn't it?
You made me crazy.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So it's kind of a social critique at the same time as referring to him, I think. It's almost like the opposite of national anthem, isn't it? I could be your national anthem and you could be my American. Just saying.
Way ahead of the train.
Yeah.
You made me crazy.
Yeah.
You made me wild. Spin me around like a child.
I love that. I love that kind of reference to her childhood being a happy time. Yeah, tying romance into her kind of cultural, societal, like personality in a sense.
You can take me there, praying for you. Like an American.
I love the hook of that. I love how it resolves there. It does sound melancholy still though, doesn't it? Bittersweet. Yeah. So she's in love again, but it kind of seems like a direct response to National Anthem, doesn't it? I kind of thought, like, when I saw the title, like, part of me was thinking, you know, American and National Anthem, there must be some sort of relation there. And I think that, like, her intention with this song was almost to reverse what she was saying in National Anthem, which was like, I can be your national anthem, which was a little bit more kind of her being more like kind of subservient to this guy, but almost like doing it for the money, doing it for the fame in a sense. It's like she kind of relates like kind of trying to get ahead to the national anthem, to their relationship. Whereas this one's a little bit more positive. Like she's looking, it sounds like a kind of golden kind of, you know, almost like she's kind of looking at this love, that this new boyfriend, this new love for her, at how he makes her feel, which is like swinging around like a little child, like, you know, taking her back to better times. And she's kind of celebrating the elements of him that she loves and then relating that then to the kind of American way, like that kind of sense of like pride and self-belief and all those sorts of things are very American tropes, right? And I think that she's kind of seeing those things and kind of saying these are the beautiful parts of you. A really different way of telling a story, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? It's highly metaphorical and very much up for interpretation, of course, but like, yeah, I really liked that actually, very much. If you haven't checked it out yet, I have a little playlist going on Spotify. Basically, I put all my favourite songs from these reactions and whatever I'm listening to at the moment in this playlist. And if you want to follow that and kind of listen to what I'm listening to, I'll put the link in the description. Okay, let's go on to the next song. This is song number 3, and this is Cola. Ooh, oh, I love the strings in these songs. Really nicely arranged. Okay. Oh, Beatles reference. Yeah. Sounds like they're trying to get to paradise in this song. The other side. Almost sounds like a run away together kind of thing. Yeah, more patriotism. American iconography. Yeah, there's more of that kind of metaphorical relation to Americanism, like cola and cherry pie and all those things kind of have that link as well, don't they? I know your wife, but she wouldn't... Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Ooh, nice piano. Whoa, okay. Vocals. I kind of thought that she was settled in a relationship in this song, but in this album, sorry. But yeah, I don't know about that. Really has such a mood to it, this song, doesn't it? Like the shimmery guitars and the... Yeah. That's so funny. Does it? I don't really want to know, mate. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. My tastes like Pepsi Cola. Does it now? More of that kind of Americana metaphorical stuff going on in here. Because, like, to me, it's like Pepsi Cola and cherry pie or whatever it was. Like, very American things. And then she said, like, sleeping on the American flag, things like that. More, like, patriotic metaphors. But this song doesn't seem like the last one. Seems more like she's tempting the guy. You know, like she says, I know your wife, but she wouldn't mind. And she's kind of saying, my downstairs tastes like cola. It's almost inviting him to have a taste. Do you know what I mean? Ew, but also, that's amazing, but ew. Ew, can't get over that now. It's really stressful. She kind of seems to have a bit of an infatuation for, like, American culture and that relating to, like, that being a metaphor for her relationships with somebody else. But in this one, it's almost like the American culture is tempting. And she's saying, you know, come and have a taste. I think where she said, like, let's get to the other side. Like, it's almost like let's almost like break through the limits of your marriage to your wife and let's run away together, I think. Interesting though, like her songs are always so detailed and so highly like entrenched in metaphor that it's really interesting to like really pull them apart and try and like listen to everybody's interpretation. So yeah, let me know what your interpretation is. Let's go on to the next song. This is song number 4. This is Body Electric. Oh, creepy. Love that. Oh my god, sounds like a horror movie. Very cinematic, certainly. Again, more kind of iconic American people. Pretend, yeah. Yeah. Wow. Wonder what that is. My first thought is like a guitar. Maybe it's about her own body. Marilyn again. Opulence is the end. Oof. Maybe she's being more critical of society and capitalism, which she seems to have been almost like obsessed with the capitalism up until this point. Yeah. Huh. She seems a bit broken again here. Maybe it is about dance and about feeling the music and about letting it run through you and kind of letting go, you know? But it sounds dark, doesn't it? You'd think a song about like letting the music go through your body, let the electricity go through your body would be a little bit more like upbeat and optimistic. But that is not upbeat or optimistic. It's very much dark, creepy, cinematic. You could like hear that with like a castle on a hill in the moonlight. She mentions the pale moonlight. What song's that from? There's a previous song and I think she's referencing the previous song, but I can't remember which one it is. Let me know which song that is. Let me know what I'm thinking about. Yeah, cool. Interesting song. Like, I'm not 100% sure what it was about, to be honest. It seems to be like she's got more iconic American kind of imagery. My mum is Marilyn Monroe, my dad is Elvis, but it seems to be far more skeptical of the American dream because she references much darker things alongside that, you know. But then it seems to be in the chorus that it's like, you know, she's kind of dancing on a Friday night and letting the music go through her, and she sings the Body Electric. It's almost like she's letting go of the darkness. Maybe like the verses are like her thoughts getting on top of her and the kind of criticisms of capitalism, maybe the American way of life. Oh yeah, opulence is the end, you know, kind of her disillusion with that kind of high life American dream. Yeah, maybe in the Body Electric she's just kind of trying to let that go and trying not to think about it as much. I don't know. Let me know what you think, because that's a really interesting song. So I just went out for like a small walk just to clear my head, and the heavens opened and so I'm a little bit wet. But yes, so you can probably hear a lot of rain right now, and you might be able to hear me, but then you might prefer that. If I say, oh my god, such amazing rain effects on the track, then you know why. Let's go on to song number 5. This is Blue Velvet. Very classical at the moment. Ooh, I really love the like sonic textures in these songs. She always comes up with really like interesting things. Okay. So it's some kind of dress that I think she feels quite beautiful in, but not Lana. She's singing about someone else, right? Huh. Love was ours. Ah. Ooh. This sounds like a Hollywood movie. Oh, lovely. Oh. But then she left. I wonder if it's about like her parents or something. Maybe this is her memory of her mum or someone. Yeah, in her memory. I can still see the velvet through my tears. Huh. So she misses somebody and she can still remember the blue velvet dress or something that they wore, but she misses that person and she relates the blue velvet to them in that memory. Oh, that was a short one. Yeah, it was almost like a little interlude in a way, wasn't it? Like she's clearly misses somebody. I wonder if it's a member of family or something, because she's remembering this blue velvet, which is, you know, bluer than the night. Like she's describing it in such specific detail. It reminds me of a kind of story like maybe when she was a child, like maybe it's her only surviving memory of a grandmother or a mother, and when she remembers them and she cries, she misses this person, but she can still remember the blue velvet through the tears, you know. It's like an ode to someone who isn't there anymore, I think. Beautiful. I like that. Yeah, okay, let's go on to song number 6. This is Gods and Monsters. Sounds like a Western movie, doesn't it? There's a lot of movie references, aren't there? Ooh. It's like she's being messed up by the world. Huh. Treat it with care. Huh. Maybe she's facing her demons in this song. Ooh. Innocence lost. Huh. It's like maybe she's looking back to her childhood and seeing how the world messed her up. Yeah. Oh my god. I was an angel looking to get hard. Jesus. In the comments for the last video, a lot of people told me about her being an alcoholic when she was a child. So maybe this is her looking back at that and reflecting on how her innocence was ruined by the world. Yeah. Like the rock stars. I love how the drums come in halfway through the chorus there. It's really dark because she's kind of saying, you know, this is what I want. I wanted to lose my innocence. Yeah, wow. Yeah. Wow, this is really dark. Wow, that song was particularly dark. She hasn't quite gone to that place yet on this EP, but she's kind of reminding us here that like she has demons that are constantly threatening. And it seems to me that yeah, like after learning about her like childhood alcoholism in the comments for my last video, this seems to make sense as her like looking back at how she was when she was young, but like almost like looking at it and thinking, you know, when I was that age, it was what I wanted. It was almost like she wanted to follow the rock stars. Like she wanted to imitate the art, you know, the kind of the rock and roll thing. Maybe that was kind of the impetus for her becoming an alcoholic, because she almost says, this is what I wanted. I wanted to be imitating. I wanted to be Jim Morrison. I wanted to imitate that lifestyle, because at the end of the day, what I wanted was innocence lost. I wanted to lose that innocence in this realm of gods and monsters. Almost like she's, you know, an innocent person who doesn't, like this innocent child who doesn't know what's what. She can't draw the line between a monster and a god. She just follows it because it's so blinding and so enticing, and that's what she wants. It's and dark AF. Okay, let's go on to song number 7. This is Yayo, Yayo, Ya, Yayo, 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 Ya, Ya, Yayo, Ya, Yayo. Ooh. Oh, gorgeous. Ooh. I like the brush drum kit. Oof. Wow. I can hardly make out the lyrics. I might have to actually look up the lyrics to this one. Let me put on a show for you. Maybe she's digging into her childhood more now. Maybe she's hiding the lyrics in the performance. She's scared of it being really clear. Like a drug, I adore you. It's using that sample again. There's like, it's like the thing hidden in the background. Almost sounds like a lament, like a siren song or something, doesn't it? That's one of the only lyrics I can actually make out. This is a very interesting song. It's beautiful, whatever it is. Maybe it's supposed to sound like drunken. Jesus. Wow. That was very weird. So, like, I have no idea what that was about. The only things that I can kind of pull out of it were like, let me put on a show for you, Daddy. And she mentions her mum, I think, at one point as well. Again, it seems to be relating back to when she was a child. Like, and maybe it was supposed to sound drunk. Maybe it's supposed to be kind of like you can't really make out what the words are, kind of nonsensical. Maybe it's like she's writing a song from that place of alcoholism where she couldn't form real words. You know, and that's the only way I can actually interpret it at the moment. A lot of the words were really drawn out, so it was really difficult to make out exactly what she was saying until she kind of went into that lower register and enunciated better. But I think, yeah, maybe that was the point. Let me know what you think. Interesting song. Very interesting. Weird. Let's go on to song number 8. This is Bel Air, which obviously I know from the Fresh Prince of Bel Air as a very rich LA neighborhood, right? I'm guessing it's going to have something to do with, like, you know, opulence. Opulence! Kids playing. Could be like a dream life or something, couldn't it? Maybe it's toying with what is her idea of paradise, you know? Ooh. I can't wait to see you. I've been waiting to meet you. Could be about a child. Ooh. Yeah, maybe it is. Wow. Maybe that's why it sounds like there's a playground in the background. It's okay to shine. Oh. Maybe she's looking at her own childhood and thinking, I would be a better mother because of this. And I'm kind of dying to meet my future child. You know, that's what it sounds like to me. Don't be afraid of me. Don't be ashamed. Walk in the way of my soft resurrection. Wow. What does that mean? I wonder how it relates to Bel Air. Yeah, it's definitely a playground, isn't it? She's made a point of making that quite clear as well, that sample. Yeah, that's really interesting. Again, not a clear-cut lyric, but to me it really sounded like using that sample, using the thing in the playground. I get this image of, like, Lana sat on a bench, like, watching the mothers and their young children, like, playing, and kind of picturing her life in the future having a baby and kind of saying, you know, I don't want you to be afraid of me. I've been dying to meet you. I've been waiting to greet you. All these things, come to me, baby. It's almost like she's kind of dreaming of this like perfect kind of like life that she has with a family. And she's picturing that in her mind. But it has that element of like how it's maybe she's reflecting on her own childhood, because like, there's a lot there that sounded kind of dark and kind of saying, you know, I'm not gonna scare you. I don't want you to be afraid of me. I want you to be proud of me. That kind of thing. Maybe that's her relationship to her parents. Judging by what you guys told me about her childhood, I can imagine that her relationship to her parents is like very distraught. And maybe she's looking at it and thinking, I'm not going to be that parent. I'm going to be a good mother because of what I've gone through. You know, I'm not going to repeat the mistakes that my parents made. Okay, cool. Okay, before we go on to the last song, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, then make sure to click that subscribe button. It's here, I think. And also, please like this video if you like it too, because it helps in the algorithm. Yes, it does. Okay, let's go on to the last song. This last song is song number 9. And this is Burning Desire. It's gonna be about sex. Ooh, interesting mixture of chords. It sounds like they're borrowing from different keys. Devotion to somebody. Ooh, okay. This is cool. This is much more like... Yeah. She's gone all the way downtown to go see this guy, and she's like, take me. Okay. Okay, so she's obsessed with somebody, but she's not necessarily with them. This is really cool. Everyone knows I'm trying to get to you. I'm trying to get there. The Flash. Maybe the police are running her down. Feeling scared and you know it. Interesting. This is kind of a strange song to have at the end, I think. But if this is the extra song, then maybe that's why. Weird. Yeah, that song really feels like a departure from the rest of the album, because she's kind of talking about, you know, having a burning desire for somebody, like driving downtown just to try and get to them, but it's almost like she can't get to them because she just does it, you know, to herself, dreaming of that person, you know. It's very kind of sordid, very like sexy, you know. It doesn't necessarily fit though, because like the rest of it seems like much more of a kind of self-discovery. I don't know. I think Bel Air felt much more like a finale song, because it felt like so much more of a big reflection on herself and where she is now and what she wants, you know. But yeah, so like a very interesting EP. Like, not exactly sure where I land on it. I think there's a lot of stuff on there to really make you think. And I think that like the paradise that she kind of speaks of, it's almost like she's found herself, gotten out of a toxic relationship, and now she's supposed to be in paradise. I think that's kind of what the EP is getting at, is that she's supposed to be in paradise, and that but she finds herself still searching for paradise in different forms. Like Ride is almost like her kind of just getting out and just avoiding her problems, and maybe that's paradise. And then in Cola, she seems to be like trying to entice somebody to cheat on their wife with her, and maybe that's like a small level of paradise, because it's like this kind of fantasy. But then it takes quite a big detour into a reflection on her childhood, I think, with Gods and Monsters. And then with Bel Air, she's then looking at her future. So maybe it's her looking for paradise, and while she's looking for paradise, finding herself and kind of digging through her past to try and almost bring herself into a place where she can find her own paradise, which is, you know, her finally finding happiness with somebody, or maybe finally finding happiness within herself. Very unique. Let's just put it that way. I'm not sure. I'll have to give it a few more listens and see if it kind of grows on me a little bit more. I think it kind of veers away from pop music. Maybe it's in like a kind of emotional response to her success before that point. Maybe she's like, oh, okay, maybe I've become too mainstream. Let's just like really try and shock them and make it really weird and really dark. Let me know, do you think that it's like too weird? Do you think it's too dark? Do you think that like she's purposely made it like less listenable. Either way, there's a lot to dig into and it's fascinating music, really, isn't it? Make sure to let me know what you think. I bet this splits people down the middle. I think overall though, I'm really enjoying my journey through Lana's discography. I'm finding such an appreciation in her like depth of lyric and how the more you listen to it, the more details you find and the more it kind of fleshes out these kind of stories that she's telling. There's a lot of like metaphor, but that means that there's just, it makes it so deep because it's not definitely saying one thing or another, you know? Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to the next one. So the next one will be Ultraviolence. Make sure to keep an eye on my channel for when I do my Ultraviolence reaction. You can subscribe if you like and then you won't miss it. Ooh. But yeah, a lot of people on the previous video were like saying that Ultraviolence is their favorite, so I'm looking forward to that one, definitely. Thank you so much for tuning in, and again, thank you so much to DistroKid for sponsoring this month of videos. The channel's been going absolutely nuts recently, so thank you and welcome to all of my new subscribers. I am totally like over the moon with everybody's responses to my videos. I just absolutely love talking about music, and to actually be able to actually do it and people actually listen is like the dream job. Thank you to you for watching and for commenting and liking and subscribing. You're fabulous. So I do videos every single Friday, trying to do like premieres every Friday, but I've gone back to work now, so I might not be able to premiere every single time, but I'll try. Okay, so for my song of the week this week, I'm going with the artist Foxes. You might know her for her feature on the song Clarity, which is one of my favourite songs ever, that she wrote with Zed and won a Grammy for. But today I'm picking her song Friends in the Corner. It's really a relatable song because it kind of sounds like she's like looking back at who she used to be friends with and kind of reflecting on how they've grown up and how they've all changed. It sounds like almost like she's gone back home and kind of like reconnected with them and kind of, but she's felt a little bit lost. Interesting reflection on friendship and how and what it can do for you. But it's really beautiful. If you want to check out Friends in the Corner, I'll add it to my Song of the Week playlist on Spotify. The link to that playlist is in the description. Cool. I will see you again next week. Bye.